In our earlier class, we have seen how to find out whether the given material is a conductor or insulator by making the simple circuit. The material which is able to conduct electricity is known as uh, conductors. So, metals are good conductors of electricity. For example, copper and aluminum. While insulators are the substances which do not conduct electricity through them, or they cannot pass electricity, are known as insulators or poor conductors of electricity. So here you can see the conduction tester with the help of LED. Sometimes the current flowing through the circuit may be too weak and filament of bulb may not get sufficiently heated to make it glow. Then instead of torch bulb, a LED bulb can be used for a tester. So LED glows even when a weak current flows in the circuit. So conduction tester using a torch bulb. Here you can make the simple circuit with the bulb holder, a battery cell and conducting wires. So if you allow the conducting material to connect in the gap between the two conducting wires, and when the electricity is passed, if the given material is a good conductor of electricity, you can see the bulb is glowing brightly. Now electrical conductivity of liquid, whether the given solution is a good conductor of electricity it or not, they can here you can make the tester by using this given diagram. You can take two conducting wires, bulb, battery cell and the beaker, and take the samples of tap water, salt solution, hydrochloric acid, sodium hydroxide. Now take a given solution in a beaker and connect the circuit and dip the two free ends of conducting wires into beaker and allow the current to pass through the liquid. When current passes through the liquid, if the bulb glows, then you can say the given liquid is a good conductor of electricity. Here it is observed that when the distilled water, sugar solution, kerosene, spirit, such solutions are taken, the bulb do not glow at all. So they are bad conductors of or poor conductors of electricity. Acid, bases and salts are good conductors of electricity, as tap water, salt solution, hydrochloric acid and sodium hydroxide allow the electric current to pass through it. Electrolysis of water. When electric current is passed through the water, it splits up the water into its component element, that is hydrogen and oxygen. So this reaction is called as electrolysis of water. When electric current is passed through the water, oxygen gas get produced at the electrode connected to the positive terminal of the battery called anode, while hydrogen gas bubbles are produced at the electrode connected to the negative terminal of the battery, that is cathode. Here in this diagram you can see how the electrolysis of water takes place. So electrodes are the carbon rods or the metal rods which are connected to the positive terminal or negative terminal of the battery are known as electrode. So for electrolysis of water and electrolysis of liquid, we need the electrodes. So chemical effect of an electric current, when current passes through a liquid, it may cause a chemical reaction to occur in the liquid is called electrolysis, and the liquid is known as electrolyte. The metal plates placed in the liquid are called electrodes. Electroplating. Electroplating is one of the chemical effect of electric current. The process of depositing a layer of any desired metal on another material by the means of electricity is known as electroplating. For electroplating of copper on an object, the object is dipped in the acidified copper sulfate solution and connected to the negative terminal of the battery. A copper strip is dipped in the solution and connected to the positive terminal of the battery. When electric current is passed through the solution, copper from the copper strip is deposited on the object. Here a spoon is going to cover with the copper so that electroplating takes place and the spoon get covered with the copper coating. In this way we can cover the superior metal on inferior metal, and we can resist the corrosion also, and appearance of the object becomes more brighter than the original material. Uses of electroplating. Electroplating is used in industry for coating metal objects with a thin layer of desired metal. Chromium has a shiny appearance and it does not corrode. Chromium plating is done on the objects like bicycle parts, handlebars, car parts, tabs, gas burners, etc. Jewelry makes electroplate gold and silver on less expensive metals to give an appearance of gold or silver. Tin cans are used for storing food are electroplated with tin over the iron because tin is less reactive than iron and protects iron from corrosion. Iron objects are coated with the zinc to protect it from corrosion.